Hey guys, this is Macro1 here for a new video. I apologise kind of now for any problems that there might be like concerning lag or anything like that of this video that I'm recording now. Today is the 30th of November. Tomorrow will be the 1st of December. So Christmas is upon us, guys. The season is kind of drawing near. I know some of you won't be very happy about that. They'll be like, oh, you know, stop going on about Christmas. Everyone seems to be going mad for it. I kind of like Christmas, so I don't really mind it. It's one of those things that I don't mind people going crazy about because I do quite like it. It's quite a happy time of year. Although it does mean that my exams are on kind of drawing near, which isn't so fun, but hopefully the Christmas spirit will pull me through. Big shout out to anyone who's not like kind of celebrating Christmas. If you're from another religion, that's also cool. But at the moment, I'm still slaying the Abbey demons. Sorry about that. I haven't really been able to get much else done because I've been fairly busy revising, like I just said, for my exams that are coming up. However, tomorrow I am gonna kind of fess up because I'm not actually going into sixth form tomorrow. And it's not because I'm ill. I'm actually getting a tattoo done tomorrow at a place kind of in town that, because I've been looking around at a few places in my city, and the problem was they didn't all seem to be that good, or there'd be little things about them that didn't impress me. Like a lot of them, for some reason, I kind of get like a lot of them are run by people that are like really into rock and that kind of stuff. They're kind of rockers, but the only problem with that is the shops a lot of the time don't smell very clean, and the people that are doing them don't look too clean. And I know that some people are like, why the hell do you care, you're not dating them? But what it is, I don't like the fact that they're putting a needle into my body that could not be clean, which is very, very, very dangerous. So I looked around for a while and found like the most hygienic place that looked really nice. My cousin actually referred me to it, and because he's been there to get his he's got like a big sleeve done, which is not what I'm getting, but he's got that done, like roses and snakes and some others. I don't really like his, but he likes it. He's kind of the kid that he's like 20, and he's that guy that wears checkered shirts and shops at ridiculously expensive clothes shops, and he's into like indie music, and he's that kid that you all hate, but you know, inevitably does get a lot of girls, so you know, props to him for that. But basically, yeah, the guy that's doing it, he's like from Argentina. He looks really sick. Just like a normal guy, you know, nice clothes, not like a rocker, just a normal guy. Not that I have anything against rockers. I think a lot of people go through stages of like music, like different types. Well, I mean, for me in year 7 it was rock, then it was like classic rock, AC/DC, that kind of stuff. Then I started getting into like more kind of emo rock, and then progressed into acoustic, lots of acoustic stuff like the Kooks and that kind of stuff, and then finally I got into kind of John Mayer stuff, and then now I'm quite into hip hop, like 90s hip hop and 80s hip hop and that kind of stuff. But I'm also into a lot of new stuff on YouTube. Like I love Dumbfounded, spelt like the word dumb, as in calling someone dumb, and then founded. Who's really good on YouTube rapping. I got his album. I really like a guy called Wax as well on YouTube, who's just dropped a new mixtape as well. So if anyone wants a free download, all his mixtapes are free. The Scrub Life one and the new one, Eviction Notice. So that's pretty cool. Oh, can I not renew that? Renew. But so yeah, I like that kind of music. I like a lot of rap stuff. But I'm not too into Eminem. I'm into a lot of the old stuff with nice beats, because I'm into Northern Soul, which is like soul music, funk, which is what I first got into as a kid, because that's what my parents were really into. But yeah, I'm kind of digressing here a bit. But yeah, so I like the fact that he just looked like a normal, clean guy, nice. He looks kind of like me. He looks a bit kind of like me. And he was a really cool guy as well, because I went to one place and they said they couldn't do my tattoo because they didn't know what they were like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because it might need to be loads bigger. And I was like, surely not, because what I'm getting done is like Burmese script writing, if you type that in on Google, because some of my family are from Burma, but it's like a dictatorship over there, so a lot of people aren't allowed out of the country, and that means that there's not a lot of open source stuff like writing material or anything like that, or artifacts, because it's like a dictatorship. But I got like their ancient script writing, and the quote that I'm getting is, "The map is not the territory," which is a quote by a Polish philosopher, and it basically means that like everyone in the world operates in life kind of based on a map of their own reality. So, for example, we all see the world differently, and that everyone should do that and not live in someone else's reality, but live in theirs. So, kind of only have your own limitations set by yourself. For example, like an example of the map is not the territory is, I could go into a shop, and because I'm confident enough that I think, oh, I'll get away with this, I could go and pick up a TV and walk out. And if I'm confident enough, the security guard will think I paid for it. But if anyone does it and they're really nervous and they're looking around, they're really, nervous, they'd probably get found out straight away. And that's just an example of it. And that's kind of, I've loved that quote for a while since I got into psychology and NLP, which is what I'm studying at sixth form. And so I've always really liked the quote. And then the Burmese script writing, I wanted it in for a while. And yeah, it's going to be going down the inside of my forearm in black. I'm not having it in colour or anything like that. But let me just go on my Word. I've got a Word document here, so I can actually show you what it is I'm getting done. If I can just go on that. So yeah, that's what I'm getting done on my forearm. I think it's pretty cool because no one else will ever have the same one as me as well. Because the language isn't open source, no one ever will ever know how to speak that language, or let alone write it. And because my granddad and some of my relatives can actually speak the language, but they can't write in it because it's quite a hard skill to do. Because the reason it's all circular is because they use leaves to do it, and if they drill a leaf in a straight line, it split it, so they have to do everything circular. But yeah, so I had to get someone to do it for me off YouTube. And then I got my granddad to check it, and he was like, yeah, so it's alright and everything, but I'll probably put a description in the video of where they did that for me, because it was a really nice thing for them to do. They sent it me on a PDF document in HD and everything, which I just copy and pasted onto Word, so that was really nice of them. And I'll probably put them on my channel as well, a link to their channel, because it's a really nice thing that they did. I also got Modern Warfare 3 the other day, which was really nice for my birthday, and I really like it. But at the moment it's freezing. Not freezing, but it just takes ages to load a game, and then like when it's on the loading screen to actually load the game once it's gotten all the players in and everything. And it kind of then just says kicked for inactivity, so I'm like, what? So I'm not sure, I need to fix that bit. At first I had to fix that NAT settings, which was kind of annoying. Then yeah, basically another things that have been happening is crazy amounts of subscribers that I've got now, like 600 and something, which is just amazing. I think my supporters are really nice people as well, so I'm really proud of all my subscribers, because it's not just like that I've got 600, but you're all like really sound people, and you can tell that in the comments that get left and stuff. You just all seem very reasonable, like not the typical person that you'd expect to play RuneScape, which is what I think's nice about my channel. It's like a kind of a different channel. It's not like a mainstream kind of RuneScape videos that a lot of other people make, like just PKing with rock music over the back or dubstep. It's different, and that's kind of what I wanted it to be. Like when I made the channel, I never had any kind of expectations of it going anywhere, but I just wanted to do it for fun, and because I like RuneScape, and just I think it's quite a refreshing thing to do, to just like have a way of venting thoughts and everyday life into like a medium such as a video. And it's just like a place where it's kind of like, I suppose, going to confession for a Catholic. It's like, you guys are my confession person, and I'm just forgive me, Father, for I've sinned, and then I just tell you what I've done. And that's a nice thing. It's there's no one judging me apart from someone typing, so I quite like it. And also I do enjoy playing the game. I mean, I don't get to play it that much anymore, which is a shame, but I suppose stuff like school can't be helped. I also apologise if this video looks really shitty quality, as in the HD of the video, like it's not got any effects on the RuneScape, there's no textures and anything, and that's just because I'm trying to cut down lag. But I appreciate it doesn't look the best, and some people I know will probably comment like, oh, this guy doesn't use HD. Well, I do, but just not when I'm recording. So yeah, or I could do it in HD but have it fixed screen, But the problem is, because my screen's fairly good resolution, it's really small, and I can't really see what I'm doing, so that's the only reason why I don't do that. I think after I've kind of done here with Slayer, I'm probably going to go and, I don't know, maybe do another task. I mean, I'm getting my tattoo done tomorrow at 11, so I want to get a good night's sleep as well. It's like 8 now, before I want to get a good night's sleep before I get that done. And then I'm going to have to go and get some Bantham cream or whatever it's called, or Savlon, and wipe that on there after. I need to go and buy some of that, otherwise my tattoo will look really fucked up. But yeah, I suppose I'll be taking the day off school for that, which isn't very good, and I don't think I wouldn't normally ever do that, but it was a really off chance that I got in because he had a cancellation. Otherwise I would have been waiting ages, and I couldn't turn down getting it done that fast. So yeah, there's not really much else new with me apart from oh no, there is. In terms of videos, webcams and everything, I stopped doing them because I have a really shit webcam on this computer that's like built into it. However, I just got a £50 gift card for Amazon coming through the door for my birthday, so I've used that to buy, which I wasn't expecting because it was a relative that I don't see that often, so that was really kind of them. And I just ordered a webcam, and it was like a Logitech C910, I think it is, and it looks really good. It's supposed to be 1080p and everything like that, and I understand the frame rate problem on the recording program, which limits the frame rate per second, so it's not going to be as fluid as like a camcorder, but I understand it is a webcam, so it's never going to be. And then the restrictions on the broadband, if you have low internet speeds, it can reduce the quality when you're in a Skype call or whatever, but I'm going to be using mine for recording mostly. So, and I guess the reason why I bought it is because that means if I ever want to do videos with webcam I can, and that's kind of my commitment to this channel. If anyone's thinking, oh, I'm not going to make videos because I've not been playing that recent, well, you know, that's something to say. I'm just temporarily like incapacitated from playing the game due to exams. But also I might be uploading some music videos by me, because I do play guitar, and I don't know, I'd only upload anything if I was really proud of it, but I wouldn't want to spam you guys with anything that you don't want to watch. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy about getting that. I also ordered a t-shirt from Knocksteady website, which is Dumbfounded's like record labeling, because I really liked his album, and I think that's quite an important thing that I'm quite down with. I like to support small bands if they're, you know, because I think a lot of people that get the coverage that they do, especially music, don't deserve it. And I know that a lot of people will be sat there like, well, no shit, obviously, but I mean, really, there are some. I mean, my friend told me today apparently like that Cher Lloyd or whatever she's called wasn't like #1 for a bit, for like 2 weeks, and that astounded me because she's truly awful. But I don't know. That's just, I don't get a lot of things people do, because people are pretty crazy when you think about it. I mean, someone's made a program right now, if I look over at my TV, and it's called World's Tiniest Animals. That's a TV program. Something that you could just Google. They've made into a whole TV series, which leads me into my next topic. I don't want to sound like a jerk here, so this is kind of a like, it could be possibly offensive. I'm just going to check how much time I've got here. Yeah, I'm fine. It could be a bit harsh, but I'm going to be honest about it. I watched a program about world's deadliest attacks on people by animals, and I couldn't help, when I was watching it on Sky Anytime, think that those people kind of deserved to get eaten. Like, they were just stupid, and I didn't really sympathise with them that much on a lot of them, because like two of the sets of like stories of people that died were because they were near the North Pole in a certain city that was known to be, the population was 2 to 1 polar bears to people, so they have, like, for every one person there's 2 polar bears. And they went out for a hike over this cliff that was quite far away from where they were, where the civilization bit was, with no gun, and they got eaten. And I don't really think that that's like, and then they killed the polar bear, the police, when they found out, obviously, but for me, they shouldn't have. They were idiots to do that. Like, if you're going to go on a walk on your own in the middle of nowhere, I'd take a massive rifle with me. Guns were legal on the island, everyone else used them. That kind of annoyed me. I didn't think it was right that they killed the animal for that. And then also, someone died because of a hippo. Like they wanted to go really close to a hippo. Now I don't know if anyone knows this, but a fact in Africa, like out of all those kind of animals, hippos are what kill people the most. So they were really thick to do that. Hippos are very aggressive and like they're crazy, man. They're huge. They have massive teeth. Why would you go near them? That's just stupid. I have no sympathy for those people. But yeah, I just don't get people sometimes. They're really just like they do things that you just think to yourself, why? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you do that? But anyway, it's just one of them things, I suppose, that people just do. There was a lot of riots today. Not riots, I mean protests. Must make that kind of obvious. It was like clear to you guys. There was no riots. There was just protesting. And it was all to do with like public sector stuff. Public sector cuts, sorry. I'm sorry if I'm being very vague and no one understands what I'm talking about if you're from another country, but I assume most people know that are in Britain, because it's quite a big thing, and also, I guess I'm just tired of talking about it because I do government politics, but basically, like the public sector, if you just split jobs up, you've got like private sector, which would be like corporations, privately owned businesses, then you've got the public sectors, which is like education, stuff that's like state controlled and state ran, NHS, that kind of stuff, and everyone's complaining that it's in that sector about the fact that they don't get good enough pensions and pay and all this kind of stuff because a lot of the pay's being frozen, which I kind of get, but I don't know, it's supposed to be the largest protest ever in Britain. There's a lot of people and it's been on TV and stuff in like my city that they've all been, but they weren't really, I don't think they'll get anything done. They didn't really do anything. They were just stood around. Whilst I was out with my friend booking my tattoo and he was buying some jeans, they were just stood around chanting and doing nothing. So, I don't know, I'm getting cold. Personally, I don't think I could ever be arsed with doing that unless there was something really, truly horrific going on, but I don't know. I don't want to shove my political ideologies down people's throats, so it's probably about the kind of due time that I ended the video now. I will probably post a video after I've had my tattoo done with the new webcam probably, or maybe just take a photo on my phone and upload that, just whap that on here the next time I upload a video and let you guys know how it goes. I'm not going to get like, I mean I've paid a deposit, but I don't care about the deposit. I'm not going to get it done if it doesn't look that good when he draws it on. If anyone doesn't know, they do that first. They draw it on first, but yeah, so I'm hoping it will look good. I'm kind of nervous. If anyone's wondering about that, am I nervous or am I just a mad bastard that doesn't mind? I am nervous. Obviously, they're sticking a needle into my arm a lot of times with ink in it, so yeah, it's not going to be pleasant. But at the same time, no pain, no gain, I guess. And there's worse places to have it done. I mean, as far as it goes, I'm sure that like the worst place is supposed to be on your collarbone, so whatever. It's it'll be what it'll be. I suppose if it really hurts, I'm just gonna have to bear through it. Like just kind of stick with it and just grind my teeth and just. I think I'm just gonna take an iPod with me and listen to some soothing music, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I hope it isn't that bad to the extent of which I have to stop. Like that'll be embarrassing, and also I'd have half a tattoo on myself, which I doubt it. If you've done one half, that's what I've been thinking to myself. If it was really that bad that like I only had half of it done, what I'd do is I'd have half of it done, I'd come back and I'd book it in for next day, and I'd just be like, I want to do, because they can do that as well. You can ask to have it done in 2 sessions if you're really in pain. But to be fair, girls have it done. So I think the problem is a lot of people lie about how painful it is because they've had it done. They want people to think, oh, you're so brave, and people are like, oh, it kills. I mean, to be fair, the most painful thing that's ever happened to me in my life is either when my big toe went through a nail, that was very, very painful, or when, what's the most painful? Probably, well, definitely when my appendix burst. That was the most excruciating pain I've ever been in my life. It was it was horrible. I was for 17 hours throwing up blood and stuff like that and then I realised my appendix was about to burst when the doctor came over last year when it was snowing in Britain. And then he said he was going to send an ambulance. Due to the snow, it took 6 hours and my appendix like burst and I was throwing up blood and bile and green stuff, and it was and then I like kind of just passed out and I had to have an emergency operation when they finally got me into hospital and nearly died. So that was a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. I probably wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemies or anyone. It's just, I wouldn't ever want anyone to have to be sick for that long. It was horrible. It wasn't like normal throwing up, it was yardy. And it was for 17 hours as well, which was kind of shit. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I hope that you do enjoy this video, or have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, if a lot of people were confused about the title of the video about the night, what does this mean you're going for 99 so it's just like an eventual thing. It's not like I will get it by the end of the month. It's just a series I'm going to do when I'm doing Slayer, and it'll be called that. And so yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Subscribe if you want to, thumbs up the video, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.